Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Turn me up. All right, that's too loud. That's the reason why. Speakers way too loud.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
How loud is it on your phone? Hello? Yo.
Further up. Yo. 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 You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. Oh, it's because I'm on both. I know that's what it is. Damn.
Look at it.
I'm not on both.
We gotta figure out where I'll put it, so let's try that. How's the levels? The levels are good?
Sounds pretty good to me.
The levels?
Sounds pretty good to me.
Alright, cool.
I think. I don't know if I hear myself on the speaker.
I hear you.
Oh, you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to start over, but you know what time it is. That's the one and only. And Acid.
What it do,
What's
Scooby?
good, God? We here.
And to the left of me, the one and only. Jonesy 2 times, bitches.
That's right. Jonesy 2 times. Bitches. Know what I mean? We here. It's another Sunday. We live. It's the Jones Hour. You know what time it is, man. If you missed a live on YouTube, you know you gotta subscribe, man. The number's up there. You could call in. You could hit us up. Pardon me. Still getting over this allergy / cough / whatever the fuck I got. But you know that shit don't stop us, cause we here. It don't stop us. We here. You know what I mean? And we here to bring it to you live. It's the last day of the NBA season. Literally every team is playing. So, you know, some spots are solidified. Some, you know, in terms of seeding are up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? In both conferences, the top 10 that you see is the top 10 that's going to be in it. There's no way anybody else could just sneak in that's not already in that top 10 position. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the standings.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start right into the NBA.
We're gonna get right into it.
Yeah. Straight into it. Motherfucking hold on.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
You know what time it is. Shots fired. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So
do you want to start with the East or you want to start with the West?
No, we gotta start with the West. We gotta start with the West because
and then
we're gonna end in the East with Knicks and Downs.
Okay, so let's start with the West, and we're going to first simulate between the two of us the plans.
Yeah.
All right, to get our actual playoff seeding.
Yeah, I think in terms of the West, those two teams, what is it? Minnesota and who else?
Oh, when it comes down to the bottom tier of the bracket, or
the 7 and 8.
All right. So for the Western Conference right now,
I got it. It's the Grizzlies, Minnesota and Memphis. I think they're gonna remain the 7 and 8 seed. I don't think the Kings or the Mavericks are gonna be able to sneak in.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So it's staying
in
as
the play-in. Yeah.
Heard. Okay. So we basically would have where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
We have the number 1 seed being Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
The number 2 seed being the Rockets, the number 3 seed being the Lakers, the number 4 seed being the Denver Nuggets, the number 5 seed being the LA Clippers, the number 6 seed being the Warriors, the number 7 seed being the Timberwolves, and then the 8 seed, Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies, yeah.
Okay. You want to go first round? Do you want to go?
Yeah, I go first round. Yeah. I say yeah,
first
round.
Like literally first round. Let's do Grizzlies versus Thunder. Like literally, just go from the top.
Yeah, Grizzlies Thunder. I think the Thunder wins that.
Okay. 7 seed versus the 2 seed.
Minnesota,
Rockets versus
Minnesota.
Timberwolves.
I think Minnesota upsets the Rockets.
Heard. Okay.
I mean, they're only separated by 4 games in the standings. It's not like it's like far fetched to think that.
No, I definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have the
Lakers and Warriors.
Lakers Warriors,
which is a crazy first round matchup.
They're fucking gonna
like we have to cover this for a moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna go 7.
It's gonna go 7, but like LeBron and Luka is like it's almost like a god tandem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. The yin to my yang, the Oreo. You know what I'm saying? Ebony and Ivory over here. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. Because Golden State made that move.
Mm-hmm.
They got Jimmy Butler. This is Stephen Curry. Draymond probably feels like he could probably guard LeBron James one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's probably going to go into this, playoff series thinking,
mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't they if they're going to play man? Like, I'll guard LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? At that power forward possible position. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's Luka though.
Mm-hmm.
That's Luka and LeBron. It's not LeBron and AD. It's not LeBron and whoever else. It's not D Wade. And shout out to both of those players. Yo, what's good, my mans? My man Jonathan. Yo, where you from, bro? Yeah, you gotta let us know where you from, man. Got a shout out to you. But we gotta know where they with the like I'm going Lakers. If I'm choosing, I'm going the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's Steph, I know it's Butler, I know what they got and everything like that, but I don't know.
Yeah, if the NBA script goes to plan.
Nah, I don't know. I hope it's not scripted. I don't want to say it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither. I don't want to say that at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the perfect NBA scenario would be that.
Yeah.
But I personally would like to see the Warriors get in.
So you're picking the Warriors?
I'm picking the Warriors on that situation. That's the one disagreement we've had so far.
Okay, so you're Warriors and I'm Lakers. All right, so now we got Nuggets and Clippers. I'm going Clippers.
Nuggets Clippers. You're going Clippers.
I'm going Clippers.
I honestly, I'm same thing. I'm going to disagree with you with that too. I'm still going to go Nuggets.
Nuggets.
I don't see the Clippers taking down Jokic.
I don't know. I mean, you know what it is? It's not about what they play. It's just like where are they at right now mentally. Oh, BK, Brooklyn. We Queens, Love. My man's is from Brooklyn. You already know.
That's what's
up. I feel like the Nuggets is in turmoil because it's like you just fire your coach and your GM 1 week before the playoffs is gonna start. You have this chatter going on of like players not being happy about who's getting what minutes and when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? In terms of points in the game, you know what I'm saying? Where maybe they're battling for something and feel like somebody else should be over the court over somebody else. And it's aimed at Russell Westbrook, who, maybe it's a him problem now at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm a Westbrook fan. I feel like what we watched him do, average that triple-double for those seasons, is like, unheard of. He might have been stat pattern as you could tell with like, getting some of those rebounds and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But, as a point guard, it's like it's ideal to be able to get that rebound. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the primary ball handler, so you don't got to wait to get the ball. You know what I'm saying? You could get it and just be out. So I could speak from that in terms of understanding where he comes from with that. But, I mean, he is who he is. And maybe you could add that, Denver is where they're at because of him and not, without them where he could be. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's going to be a huge asset in the playoffs. I think off the mindset, like off the rip, he already knows how the players the mainstays on the Clippers play. You know, like Clippers are doing their thing, but I don't see them knocking out Jokic in the first round.
Word.
I can see Jokic failing later on, you know, because of the lack of depth of that team. Because there is no depth to that team. There's zero depth to that team. But yeah, I could definitely see him still winning that first round.
All right. So now we go to the next round with that. With based off our answers, I will have in the next round the Thunder versus the Clippers, and the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. I will have the Lakers beating the Timberwolves, and I will have the Thunder beating the Clippers for a Western Conference final between the Thunder and the Lakers, in my opinion. You got yours?
Yeah, I could see the Thunder knocking out the Nuggets.
You have Thunder knocking out the Nuggets, and then you have the Warriors playing the Timberwolves in the second round.
Warriors playing the Timberwolves. That's a little bit tougher. If I had to pick between the two, I would say the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, okay.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards is a force to be fucking reckoned with, bro.
I feel you. So at this point, we both have the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the Lakers going against them. You have the Timberwolves going against them.
Yes.
Okay. Who goes to the chip?
OKC.
I have the Lakers in the chip.
Damn. So you have the Lakers beating OKC?
Yep.
In Western Conference Finals?
Luka LeBron.
That's fucking crazy.
Luka LeBron, man. Kobe with blessings from the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Shining down on young Luka.
It's hard to disagree with that because of the factors of the two players. But like, to be honest with you, bro, that's the last thing I want to see. You know, like as a fan of basketball at this point, I'm so tired of the Lakers being that team.
I mean, I feel you.
Like,
okay,
how gifted are they to always get what the fuck they want? You know what I mean?
Okay, well, we see what's gonna happen. So, but right now we have the final. You have the Western Conference as OKC. I have the Lakers. Let's go to the East now. Let's go to the East, and we're gonna end. We could go through the whole bracket, you know, for the Eastern Conference, and then we're gonna get into that Knicks talk, Knicks and Dimes.
Let's sort the 7 to 10 first.
Yeah, exactly. So okay. I feel.
So right now it's Magic, Hawks, Bulls, Heat.
I actually feel the same way in this one in terms of the Magic and the Heat also maintaining those 7 and 8 seeds. You know, I don't feel like a Bulls or Heat team will come in.
You mean the Magic and the Hawks?
Magic and the Hawks, yeah, that's what I mean.
Gotcha. You said Heat. Sorry about that.
My fault. Magic and Hawks as the 7 and 8. I don't see the Bulls or the Heat coming through with an upset. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? I think maybe the Heat. I think maybe the Heat could beat the Bulls if you want to upset for that. Maybe the Hawks could beat the Magic or something like that.
No, as much as I hate the Hawks,
but I don't see them.
I don't disagree with that, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm on the same page with you there. All right, so with that being said, our 1 and 8 seed would be Cavaliers versus Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
Our 2 and 7 seed would be Celtics and Magic. Our 3 and 6 seed would be Pistons and Knicks. As we stand right now, because there is a game, but like we could literally that could change tomorrow. The 4 and sorry about this, guys. I'm getting lost.
4 and 5. No, the 3 and 6 is the Knicks and Pistons, and then the 4 and 5
would be Pacers Bucks.
Yeah, I see. Again, I think contrary to the West, I feel like the 1 and 2 is an automatic entry into the second round. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So no upsets at all. I mean, I can't disagree with you there.
Honestly, I feel like the whole East is like that. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the Bucks. I mean, as much as Giannis is a beast, and honestly, I kind of wanted the Knicks to play the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? As an audition, You know what I'm saying? For the Knicks for Giannis to get some of that playoff feel of Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? And want to be in that environment. I mean, hopefully it's not exactly done yet. In terms of this last day. I mean, the Knicks looks like they're losing.
See, the only thing I agree with you up to the point of
I can't tell.
the Bucks and Pacers outcome.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I think Giannis one man show is gonna beat the fucking Pacers. Like,
I mean, I don't put it against him. I think it could happen.
Yeah, I see. He has
I know, but without
Dame
Lillard, you know, I kind of want him to lose, though. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be that player that comes to the Knicks.
No, I want him to lose.
I think Giannis is going to come to the Knicks. I'm telling you right now.
I want Giannis to lose to us and then come to the Knicks.
No, but that's not going to happen right now. Right now,
some KD type shit.
Yeah, whatever. That would be fire. No, but it wouldn't be. No, but I don't want it to look like that. No. You know what I'm saying? For that, I don't want it to be like that. No. Oh, he always says he join us. No. I want him to just come here on his own because he want to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he said that weird ass statement of like talking about how all Euro players should be in major markets, as if he wasn't like one of the best Euro players in the world.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, so then, you know, for these first rounds, I'm going, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4 win. I think everybody else gets eliminated. You have the Bucks beating the Pacers.
I have 1, 2, 3, 5.
1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so that means the Cavs would play the Bucks. For me, I have the Cavs playing the Pacers. And then it's the Knicks and Celtics. Second round.
I have the Cavs beating the Bucks in the second round.
I also have the Cavs beating the Pacers as well.
And I have, unfortunately, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going fandom on this one. I have Knicks upset and then beating the fucking Celtics.
Celtics? Yeah.
Round 2, bro.
I feel you. Cavs is my team. What? Where the fuck did that come from? Oh, man. Well, the Cavs is definitely going to the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying?
Eastern Conference Finals.
I mean, Eastern. Thank you, man.
There you go, bro.
And I have to call a spade, man. Knicks is done against the Celtics. It'll be the Celtics versus the Cavs. You have the Knicks versus the Cavs.
I have Knicks versus Cavs.
Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, so then who goes to the chip? Oh, damn. Sorry to hear that. But we still forgive you as Knicks fans. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, listen. If
he says the Cavs stole his heart.
Oh, yo, bro. Like I listen. I'm a huge Donnie fan. It has nothing to do with like Donnie's my dude, bro. Like you already know what it is. Like I always wanted him on the Knicks. Like we go 2 years back and me saying this and be like, on nah, bro, bro.
Mitchell, hell yeah.
Dude's the man, bro.
He's New York love too. He from out here. Didn't his pops play for the Mets and shit?
No, his pops works for the Mets.
Word, same difference.
But yeah, no. Big love to Donnie.
So do you have the Cavs beating the Knicks to go to the finals?
You be practical, me. Let me be a fucking Knicks fan over here. All right, I'm going Knicks fucking finals.
So bro. Knicks going to the finals.
Knicks going to finals
against OKC.
Yes.
Okay, I have. I got the Celtics. Celtics Lakers. Nah.
That's the perfect NBA scenario right there, bro.
Cavs Lakers. Cavs match up well. I mean, your team is solid, man. They got a real good squad up and down that lineup. You know what I'm saying? And they cause a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? So does Boston, though. Yeah. Lakers, Celtics. I'm going on the record. We're going to see. Another showdown like back in the day. Another Lakers, Celtics finals. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that anyway.
I mean, honestly, though, the Celtics haven't beaten the Cavs all season.
I mean, you picked the Knicks.
I did.
So,
I'm just saying.
Knicks haven't beat the Cavs the whole season either.
I know. This is the first time you've ever sided with the Celtics over the Knicks.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to be practical and logical and real out here. You know what I'm saying? You let your fandom take over. I feel you.
Absolutely.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
I actually would have wanted to do the same thing.
I'm not a big Tatum guy.
Yeah. Nah, Tatum's Duke, so it's different for me.
I know it's different.
Tatum
for
is
you,
a Duke
bro.
guy.
So
it's like I can't. How could I be mad at him? How could I be mad at him?
I'm probably gonna get flack for this shit. You know what I mean? But like there's something just so unappealingly boring about the guy.
So who wins the chip?
Give me some zest.
So who wins the chip?
OKC.
I got the Lakers. I got the Lakers winning the chip. Yep. I'm telling you, man. Luka and LeBron is going to be something that we've never seen before.
And I don't want to be
Cavs win the title. We rooting for you. I ain't even mad at it. If you got the Cavs, who you got the Cavs going against? Let us know. Who you got the Cavs going against in the chip?
I would say the most practical situation would be OKC and the Cavs.
Word.
I think if the number, I mean that's literally 1-1. You know, but I could see there being little chinks on the shit. You know what I mean? Like the Cavs haven't got. The Cavs got far last season, but the Cavs haven't gotten that far. You know,
right.
Not in a while. Not with their lineup now.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean they've built for this, and they've as a young squad already. You know, like last year being like the number one and also taking the L and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I think they are able to now build off of that experience. You know what I'm saying? In terms of realizing what it takes. You know, there's no plays off. You know what I'm saying? Every possession matters. Every decision matters. Every turnover matters. Every free throw matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that's the reality of what the playoffs become, and it also becomes a real half court game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you don't get to run that much. You know what I'm saying? Like as you would in a normal regular season game. You know, so when you get into these half court sets, you know, baskets become harder and players get exposed and you know mismatches occur, and that's what they look to build on. You know what I'm saying? So that's the playoffs. What? Where's that?
Playoffs? We'll talk about playoffs.
You kidding me? Playoffs? That's right. So Ann will come back and join into this, but I'm gonna go get into the Knicks and Dimes, the Knicks segment. You know what I'm saying? I think there's been some worry about, you know, how Tibbs ended the season and the Knicks taking those L's against you know, Detroit and Cleveland and Boston again, not beating Cleveland, Boston, or OKC for that matter for the entire season, you know. Unfortunately, you know, the Knicks are who they are, you know what I'm saying? And they probably won't be able to beat any of those teams in a 7-game series, you know, between the between the Cavs, the Celtics, or the Thunder. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Took the lead back.
All right, that's what's up. Knicks beating the Nets in the last game of the season. There's a bunch of games going on right now, and then a bunch more like 3:30. Like I said, every team is playing. But like I said, I don't think the Knicks will be able to beat any of these teams anyway. They should still be competitive though, and not allowing these teams like the Pistons or the Cavs see them at their full strength. You know what I'm saying? See them so that they could get a measure of where they stand with them, like going into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like you was probable to play Detroit Pistons. Why would you play all your players against the Detroit Pistons and let them, you know, a young team get confidence in where they feel like they compete with in the Knicks? You know what I'm saying? In a regular season game, you know, a week before the shit starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course not. You're not gonna do that. You're like, no, we're gonna. You sit OG, you sit Bridges. I mean, not Bridges, because he's played every game. Shout out to him. But you sit OG, you sit Mitchell Robinson and somebody else. You know, and it's smart to do that. It's smart to do that. Like, why wouldn't you?
This is the one situation. This final week is the one week where I'm okay with it. You know, it's kind of expected.
Yeah, like why would you take a chance?
But there's certain situations where it's dumb as fuck. You know,
Mhm.
like, all right, take this in. Zach Edey is on GTD right now.
Yeah.
Because of probable rest. Zach Edey's 20 fucking what? 1 years old?
2, maybe.
22 years old.
Mhm.
He needs to be rested for the fucking final game, bro.
Yeah. Wow.
We have the problem that we have in this
In
this league right now because of the lack of conditioning. You know what I mean? Like, you got all these players getting fucking injured because they're not actually training for shit. Training camp used to be 3 months, now it's 3 weeks. You know, like it's way different. Like, now you have a fucking 11 games or 8 games. I forgot how much fucking preseason games you have now. But in the back in the day, you had like 2 preseason games. You know, the preseason wasn't a thing. Now they're just harping for fucking money and trying to sell tickets and fucking get ad revenue or whatever off the shit, and it's bullshit. Like, it's only hurting the fucking like actual product. You got all these people that are completely actual like tested and hardened over conditioning over 3 months. If you're doing fucking 2-a-days like on and off like for 3 months, after those 3 months, bro, you're gonna be jacked. You know what I mean?
Should be ready. Well, you know what it is. I think a lot of these, the times change in terms of what these players is about, and a lot of them got soft. That's why everybody says the NBA is soft right now.
Such a weird Lonnie Walker with 8 threes.
Mm-hmm. That's fantasy for him. He's in the chip right now against Kush, former co-host of the show. Shout out to Kush. We can give him a shout out.
It's Kush, you already know.
What? Feel me? But so they going at it in the finals. We see who wins that. For me, it's like fuck both y'all. I finish in third probably. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But like I said with the Knicks, I think it's smart they do that. I think they gotta beat the Pistons. I think if they don't beat the Pistons, let me ask you this: if they don't beat the Pistons, does Tibbs lose his job? If they lose in the first round, they don't beat the Pistons. They lose in 6 games, 4-2 to the Detroit Pistons, and Detroit goes on, and we lose in the first round out. Does Tibbs get fired?
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't think so.
I don't think
so. I think, wait, let me just say this. You just extended him. This is year 1 of this move that you just made in terms of getting Towns here or whatever like that. Is there probably another move that needs to be made? Yeah, probably. And hopefully we could trust into this regime and what they could do. I mean, they've already made moves for us and things like that, drafted good and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have somewhat trust in them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so. But I hope so. Like I said, I hope so. Like I hope that would be the situation.
So you want Tibbs gone?
Because of the situation, like our problems are systemically because of his calls, because of his play style.
Yeah.
Like because of his situational coaching decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we're in a lot of the situations that we're in the fucking first place.
Yeah, and my problem with him again is like, all right. In my personal opinion, if you are going to compete with not just the Pistons, but I'm talking about the Celtics and the Cavs, to come to your fruition of going all the way, the distance. You feel what I'm saying? Mitchell Robinson, Karl-Anthony Towns have to be on the floor at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's your best chance.
Yeah.
And we're not seeing that lineup at all since Brunson came back now.
Yeah.
Prior to him when he was out and he was just treading water with like a 13-10 record since he was out, missing that month of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Now you have the opportunity to get that continuity back with Brunson in the lineup, and then you don't use it. You don't even do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't understand what he's doing and what he plans to do. You know what I mean? So I think that could be a reason why he would get fired. But if he doesn't play that lineup, I think you're gonna hear that all through sports radio, on your ESPN, all of that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now.
As an organization, we have lived with his bad.
Mm-hmm.
this whole time. So if we get fucked because of the dumb decisions that he's made, yeah, I can see that fucking happening. We have what we have, and I can't say that it's necessarily a bad situation. Like, he doesn't have a bad set of cards right now. He has a good set of cards right now.
Right.
You know, so like if you have a good hand, play it well. If you can't play it well, it's like fucking poker, bro. Like, you can have a fucking great fucking hand, but if you're a shitty fucking poker player, you're still gonna lose.
No, yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? You could literally have all the cards to win, but you will fucking lose if you don't know how to play the game correctly. So, like, at the end of it, having a strong coach is incredibly fucking important. And if we lose the Pistons, I can't see any other reason. Like, I would be pissed off if we didn't chop.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just don't think you do that. You know what I'm saying? Given the time that it is, given the extension you just gave him, given the move that was just made, you know what I'm saying? Another 50-win season, another back-to-back. 4 times making the playoffs out of 5 seasons. You know what I'm saying?
With the coaches getting fired recently, I wouldn't be surprised.
No. I mean, I could see it happening, but I just don't think it is. That's all I'm saying.
They gave him an extension. He got his bag, but they're still like, go fuck yourself. Like, go, go do your thing. So, like, go do your shit elsewhere. And I don't want to shit on him now, but if that is the case, if we do lose the Pistons in the first round, I would no. Fire him.
All right, so we'll see what happens. Playoffs start officially next Sunday. So next Sunday, which is Easter. We don't know if we'll be here for Easter and also 420. So shout out to all the pieheads out there. You know, God work. You know, Jesus works in mysterious ways. So this year is also weekday and Easter on the same Sunday. So I think we're going to be occupied. I think it's safe to say the Jones Hour might not be on next week, but the following week, we'll be back, talking that shit. So we'll see what happens with the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? Now let's get into the New York baseball report. I think we can start with your Mets, your Metropolitans.
Yes, sir.
Right now they're tied with the Phillies for first at 9-5. Real good start.
What, the Mets?
Yeah, the Mets. Yeah.
Oh, we're playing the A's today.
I said so far y'all started 9-5, tied with the Phillies.
My bad.
For first place.
I thought we were 9-5 right now going against the Phillies. So that's what you said.
No, your record is 9-5.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, no, you go against the A's today.
Yes.
You're looking to win the series. So far it's 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lost yesterday. So hopefully you'll be able to salvage that. But then you go to Minnesota, come back home for a 4-game set against St. Louis. You know, Sevy, Senga, that's going to be a good matchup. Definitely a good matchup. We're gonna see Mets. First of all, let's just say this about the Mets. One, as Met fans, you gotta love that the Braves have started out 4-10 since with the season. A big nemesis for y'all. You're already putting that gap in there. It matters, bro. It really does matter.
I know it matters.
It does matter.
But Braves are like always the ones that come back from. Like I don't count them out unless they're like not doing their shit after All-Star. You know what I mean? Like after midway through the season. Sorry about that.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're talking about the here and now. We're talking about the here and now. And in the moment, it's good to see that.
No, I feel you.
But go ahead, bro.
No. I don't count them out yet. It's the fucking Braves, bro. I don't count them fucking out. There's no reason to. But I from our first set of games, from these first couple of series, the best or my biggest surprise that I've gotten so far, and what makes me happiest about the Mets right now is Pete Alonso, baby.
Oh yeah?
Hell yeah. Crushing it. So many essential fucking homers, bro.
I don't
So
think so.
many actual game savers that he's had so far. Like he has been a difference maker, like the biggest difference maker for the start of the Mets season.
Or now, yeah, I mean, Pete is clutch. Like I was gonna say, actually, to build off of that, your success is gonna really come from who is going to be protecting Soto. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Lindor has Soto. Lindor leads off, Soto bats second, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Them two are gonna be good. Teams are like, as you just seen, like as you lose yesterday 3-1 and shit like that. Teams are going to pitch around him, walk him, shit like that. Like fuck it, we'll take the chance.
Yeah.
When that happens, Pete needs to be clutch, as you said, and how you're saying. He needs to be that all season.
Mm-hmm.
The time that he's not that, it's when the Mets are gonna have some problems.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a long season, you know. There's ups and downs, ebbs and flows, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And like it's clear, like baseball is the only sport that you could be good 30% of the time and be considered the best. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, if I hit 30% of my layups, I wouldn't even be in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was never in the NBA, but I'm just saying. We lost yesterday because the A's pitcher was crazy. Well, shout out to JT Ginn. You know what I'm saying? You know, because at the end of the day, in baseball, it doesn't matter you're hitting, it always is pitching. It's always pitching. You know what I'm saying? And JT Ginn is who y'all went against yesterday to get that L. But shout out to my man Jonathan. On the YouTube, you already know Jones Hour. Watch it live every Sunday.
It's just like you can look at the numbers, and what's the most drastic difference between his game right now is the exit velocity. Like way higher than any of his seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, his exit velocity is 97.6. You know, and look at the season like last season.
89.8. Yeah, well, I mean, like what I'm saying, he's getting something to hit. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna get pitches to hit. He's going to get pitches to hit, bro. You're not gonna tell me that you walk Juan Soto to try to face Pete Alonso and then want him to get on base as well. No, you're doing that to say, I feel like I could get Pete Alonso out more easier than I could get Juan Soto out. That's why I'm walking him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pete Alonso has to say every time you're bugging. You know what I'm saying? Similar to what we kind of saw last year with the Yankees with Austin Wells. You know what I'm saying? There was times where, you know, with that Soto and Judge combination, you know, they try to walk Judge and say they pitched to Austin Wells, and he went yard.
Yeah.
He went yard. Like, guaranteed multiple times that happened.
But
Pete Alonso needs to do that the entire season.
No, absolutely.
If he does that the entire season, this 9-5 record that you have right now is going to blow up. You know what I'm saying?
He's literally boosted his hitting velocity by 9 miles per hour.
Yeah,
that's fucking insane. That's like you don't see that. It doesn't make sense. That's as if he like unlocked some like what did he do in the offseason, bro? I don't know. Polar Bear Pete's probably on roids or some shit. I don't want to say.
Don't even say that. Don't even say that.
I don't want to say it, but there's some shit going on, bro. He did some shit. There's some. He changed something. There's something that is.
I'm not saying that he might not have changed something or adjusted something on his swing or something like that. That's possible.
It's at the point.
But what I'm telling you right now,
he's a threat. He's drawing walks. Like so, you're literally. It's now you're looking at it where you're drawing 2 back-to-back walks. No. You know, very similar to what you have with the Judge and Soto situation.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the same. No, Pete needs to do this all season, and definitely not on steroids. Nigga, you're bugging. Fucking nigga, that's your player, man. What the fuck you talking about on steroids?
I'm just like I said, fucking around.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely not on steroids. He's getting pitches to hit, like I said, nigga. He's getting pitches to hit, bro. He's getting more pitches that's gonna be able to hit because this is what's gonna happen. So, like I said, he needs to be able to do this all season in order to make a difference, bro.
Mhm.
In order to make the difference that we're already seeing right now. He's like you said, he's been doing that and he's been clutch so far this season. But he's not gonna be able to stay clutch if
Give him a couple months. Let his torpedo bat come in.
nah. That torpedo bat is selective. Like a lot of people are not using that. You know what I'm saying? We did the drop. You've seen it on
I mean,
on the Instagram.
yeah. From my research,
TikTok.
from what I looked up, is a lot of those torpedo bats have been in the work a while. We had it. Basically, Volpe was the first person to kind of like premiere it. But
No. Stanton used it last year.
Stanton, there you go. Used it last year.
All throughout the entire playoffs.
I mean, but the reason why we're talking about it now is because of his at bat. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Volpe or well, no, just that game between the Yankees where they hit 9 home runs.
Yeah,
it was that game.
The only reason why we know about it is because of
them
commenting.
You know, because there was like there's like 3 players. I think it's Austin Wells.
But they're not the same.
Jazz Chisholm and
they all have different bats.
Yeah, no, they're
all custom based on where they hit. Where they hit is where the major weight of the barrel is.
Yeah.
Where that's where the fattest part of the barrel on the bat is.
Yeah.
So it's custom.
Science.
Exactly. It's custom. They got some fucking MIT guy making them fucking bats, bro.
Yeah.
And that's some Yankee shit, bro. Like so now everyone after that point, bro, they literally the company came out and was like, we have blah 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 orders from all these MLB teams.
All the teams did it and everything like that. I think there are teams that are gonna take it, but I mean, in terms of the Yankees, I mean, it's only those 3 players that are using. Like Judge is not using the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we can't really.
Not everyone's willing to use it, and a lot of it is because Stanton claims that he actually got injured from the bat. From using the bat, and then when he was asked about it, because of after the success of that game, bro, like when he was asked about it, like, are you going to use it when you're back at full health or whatever? And he was like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, of course. Because look what he did last season. He used it in the postseason and went crazy.
But he used it in the
postseason and literally carried us.
Even though he thinks and his doctors think that the fucking bat injured him in the first place.
This guy's been injured mad long, bro.
Because of this change in his swing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, all these athletes in all across the sports, they all fucking softer now than what they were back in the day.
Absolutely.
In the 80s, they were fucking men. You know what I'm saying? They were fucking real men out there every day. Hard nosed, blue collar. You put your work in, you earn your spot. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like. I love sports. I watch it all the time, but you're not going to tell me that it's not annoying to see how entitled some of these players are when you have such a fucking look at the job you have, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get to do that. So big benches, because he's brolic. That's probably why Giancarlo Stanton's hurt, because he fucking lifts too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did kind of lose weight last year and kind of getting smaller because to help his swing. You know what I'm saying?
And that sounds you can't. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, but a lot of these players in all of these sports, they're entitled and they feel like,
it's weird.
Like people owe them something or something like that. Like, bro, you've been gifted and you act like a fucking bird.
You need a mellow body.
Yeah.
You can't be jacked, bro. You gotta have muscle underneath that leg.
No, it depends on what you're doing.
You can't be fat.
It depends on what you're doing.
You can't be fat either, bro. You gotta be athletic Play-Doh. You know what I mean? Like when you're going full body, because if you're talking about say golfing and shit like that, Tiger Woods started sucking when he got jacked. They literally did a whole breakdown. He can't do his swing correctly because he got a big ass fucking.
Well, he just tore his Achilles and shit.
Outside of that, though, he has a different swing now because of
the Masters is on today.
The who? The Masters?
The last round of the Masters should be on today. Yankees is losing actually right now, 4-3 against the Giants. Damn.
How do you feel about that?
It is what it is. we looking to take the series. You know what I'm saying? It's split 1-1. When we go back home, it's a long season, bro. It's a long season. We're gonna go home for the Royals, then away to the Devil Rays and the Indians, and home for the Blue Jays, away for the Orioles, home for the Rays and the Padres. Oh, the Padres coming. That should be a good game. But like I said, man, in terms of the Yankees, I'm not really worried. I mean, there's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I could tell you this, there's gonna be a move for a pitcher. I will tell you that right now. Before the trade deadline or whenever that is, or something like that, too much money is put into this lineup and everything like that for them to fall off or anything. And even though they're in first right now, they're only 8-6. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're ahead as like you could see like a team like the Padres are already 12-3. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. So like they're bored and maybe Sandoval, maybe, but it's not impossible. But I just don't feel with that loss of Cole, because the significance of Cole is that every 5 to 6 games, whatever the rotation is, you know what I'm saying? You knew you was going out there with basically a W, or being in the game to get a W. You know what I'm saying? And now you're lacking that every single game. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to rely more on your offense, and then you start overthinking, and then the analytics take in, and then it's make this move and make that move, and maybe we could get a bullpen game to give somebody some rest or whatever like that. And now you're looking for ways to try to get wins. You know what I'm saying? Because you've lost this guy right here that was supposed to be, the the trend setter, the pace setter. You know what I'm saying? It would have been Cole, it would have been Freed, it would have been um what's this guy's name? Rodon. You know what I'm saying? And then Heel gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? He's out for 3 months. So I think this loss of pitching like is what we're gonna see as the biggest problem for the Yankees right now moving forward. Um until the end of this until not until the end of the season, but um at least maybe until Heel comes back. Then we could see something that'll probably be around the All-Star break.
Yeah, midway.
Second half of the season, we could hopefully, build on his return and hopefully, still maintain pace or a lead in the AL East, because it's tough over there. Baltimore is going to be there, Toronto is going to be there, um, Boston, Baltimore, Toronto, yeah, Tampa. You can't sleep on any of these teams. Pardon me. Yeah, man.
No, I don't disagree with you, bro.
Yeah, word.
I think it's same thing for the Mets too, bro.
Mhm.
Like I have so many insecurities about the pitching.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
But the
my
thing
biggest
is
worries.
that the big thing about it is like we went into the season thinking we had it solidified.
Had it in
You know
the
what I'm
bag,
saying?
yeah.
And then he needs Tommy John surgery, Garrett Cole, and it's over.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no even a hypothetical with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like maybe he could be available in October. No,
No,
it's
he's
over.
gone. He's gone for the
It's
season.
over.
Yeah.
Like we'll see him next spring training. It'll be fucking March.
Hopefully,
next
yeah.
year.
If they get it out of the way now,
Mhm.
that's I'm guessing that's the hope, right?
Word.
Because
Uh-huh.
how many years is like he has a long contract, does he not?
No, yeah, no. We extended him too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's just funny that we extended him and then he got hurt. But you know what it is? They did say his elbow was a ticking time bomb. It was just a matter of time
That's the way it goes.
from
with
what it
pitchers,
was
bro.
and what they seen in the X-rays or whatever, or the MRIs, and how hard he throws. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just bound to happen sooner or later. You know, I guess it was just better that it happened now. That he'll be ready before, but
Got
it would have been great. It would have been great to have him play this year.
Yeah.
It would have been great to have him play this year. Um, but that's going to be the big question marks, in my opinion, around the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Everything else with the lineup, it'll be there. Judge is still going to crush it. Everybody else is going to fall in line. We'll be able to compete offensively, but in terms of getting good pitching matches, hopefully we'll be able to get some from the rotation that we got right now. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Is there no like young? I mean, the Yankees are the Yankees, bro.
No, we got prospects. I don't know if we necessarily have a pitcher in the farm system that's ready to come up. You know what I'm saying?
There's no like I'm not paying attention to Yankee prospects and shit like that. But
yeah, no.
You definitely got something in the bag. Y'all been working on a long project. Y'all found a kid like 10 years ago.
Nah, don't start talking other shit.
We're talking about other shit. That's some Yankee shit right there.
Nah. We ain't find nobody nowhere from nothing.
What are you talking about? That's the type of team that does do that shit. They play that shit like they're fucking like.
Oh, we got pitchers.
Michael
Arias, Yari De Los Santos,
Premier League or some shit. You know.
Brent Hendrick. These are players that I've heard before.
Signing 10-year-olds in DR.
Those are players that I've heard before.
And you're like, yo, you're hanging out with us until you're 18.
Jesus Rodriguez, Brandon Shoemaker. You know what I'm saying? Everson Pereira, outfielder. Nah, it's bright, man. Future's looking bright for the Yankees. You just a hater. You know what I'm saying?
I asked the fucking question. What the fuck you mean I'm a hater?
Yeah, I just told you all those names of the Yankees that's going to come up.
Okay. Is there any pictures? You said no pictures, right?
Yeah, I just sent you a picture.
All right, so you have pictures. That's cool.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I have to look it back up again.
There you go.
His name is, three of them. Michael Arias, Yari De Los Santos, and Brent Hendrick.
There you go.
Who's your pitchers?
Prospect-wise?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Exactly. Shut up.
You had to look it up, too.
Shut up. Well, I have mine on deck. Mine's an easy lookup. You want to know why? Because my phone knows I'm a Yankee fan. Mm-hmm. Does your phone know you're a Met fan, Anthony?
Yeah.
It probably doesn't. It probably doesn't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It probably thinks you're a Giant fan.
Oh,
San Fran.
Okay.
San Fran.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know it's over there. Yeah. That's where you be at.
Fuck did that come from?
That's how I feel, man. That's how I feel.
I haven't been to San Fran in a while.
Well, that's the New York Baseball Report. Let's get into oh, there we go. You see, you don't even know your man. Sprout, Tong, McLean, Tidwell. Those are your prospects, man. Step your game up for your Mets. Save the day, huh?
Stop hating,
these guys over here, they don't know what they're talking about, huh? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get it, huh? He's still wet behind his ears over there. You're a tough guy, huh? Huh? I'll put you in the bedroom. Put you right in the bedroom.
You gotta throw him in the bedroom.
No, I'll put you there. I don't need to throw you.
No, you gotta throw him.
No, I don't need to throw you. I don't need to do that.
Fuck, put someone in the bedroom.
Because I don't want to mess up my shoes.
What?
I don't want to mess up my shoes, huh? So I just put you in the bedroom. On timeout with Fat Andy and Eddie Mush. Huh? 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 That's what I thought. So that's it, I think, for the sports today. Do you have anything else in sports that you wanted to get into? Shout out to UConn. We forgot to do that. They won last week. Shout out to UConn. Paige Bucher is going to be the number 1 draft pick in the WNBA. So I want to give her a shout out. We're gonna, you know what? This is gonna be. I'm gonna tell you again. This is gonna be the boom of the WNBA when you have and Juju too. When Juju and Paige and Reese and Caitlin Clark and all of these top, ballers is all in the WNBA right now. The demand is going to be there. So watch them. I guarantee you that.
I can hope so.
I'm not hoping. I'm calling it. Like, I think that's what it's going to be.
I hope.
You know what I'm saying?
I really hope the WNBA changes its ways.
Like their final got a little different, but if Juju didn't get hurt for USC prior to the tournament starting, and USC would have been in a crash course to play UConn in probably the final, that would have got just as much play or viewership as we saw with Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, I feel, in terms of numbers within the women's basketball. I feel that wholeheartedly.
I mean, yeah, better talent is a better product, but like if they don't like fix their shit, then
Oh, you sound like a hater.
I don't sound like a fucking hater,
You sound
bro.
like a hater. You do.
There's flaws with the product.
Nah. What's the flaws? They play basketball.
They're financially flawed.
Financially, maybe.
They're clogged up. They have fucking players playing to their fucking 40. You have plenty of fucking good players that don't get the fucking play. There's plenty of problems with the fucking WNBA.
I don't know about that. I don't think this player's playing to their 40.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, who? Who's 40 in the NBA? Sue Bird?
Other players? Yeah.
But they still nice.
There's plenty of players that play. There's only how many teams in the WNBA team? Eight fucking teams?
Nah, it's like 12.
12? But you understand what I'm saying, though? Like, when you have 6 and 6 on both sides, you can't have fucking players playing till they're fucking 40. That's a major problem, especially, like, with the sport.
I don't know. I don't think that.
I'm just saying, like, there's problems with the product.
All right. Okay. Fucking Mr. Acid. It was this guy over here, man.
Yeah.
Sending shots out.
Over a little overhyped. I'm watching too many missed layups over here, bro.
I'm disappointed.
And I was like, oh, such a hater. He's such a hater.
Yeah.
No, my guy, like I would like to watch the game and not go, what the fuck, over and over and over again.
I like it.
You know? Yeah. But when you see it when it works, it fucking works. I watch a lot of WNBA. I try to watch that shit on Ion every week. The free games on what, Fridays or some shit? That shit's fire.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I was just saying what's gonna happen.
I got a problem. I am a hater to certain aspects.
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you sounded like one.
Yeah.
You definitely did.
I got my problems with it.
Yeah, it's okay. We're not mad at you.
Yeah.
All right.
I got real questions.
All right. Well, I think this week's final of the week.
Good transition. This week's vinyl of the week, or this week's vinyls of the week.
Vinyls.
Are Madlib's Beat Conductor in India and Madlib's Chalice 420 All Stars. This is probably the first 2 beat tapes that I've done, or mixtapes that I've done. I haven't done any mixtapes or beat tapes or anything like that. Last week we did Quasimodo, which is Madlib's rap alter ego, but this is Madlib, just Madlib. The 420 Chalice All Stars would be, I guess, his dub album. Madlib is known for going to certain parts of the world for long periods and literally just making an album on the spot. So he'll crate dig and he'll make an album and then he'll bounce and he'll go somewhere else. Come home, find a new spot, then go over there, crate dig over there, make an album over there, and same thing. It goes on and on and on. But
that's fire, by the way. That's official. Right.
There's no way of they don't sell a lot of the shit. There's no reproduction of like rare fucking Brazilian songs or rare dub songs, or there's no one reproducing fucking like Indian fucking Bollywood tracks and shit. You know, like you got to go there and find the shit yourself. You know, like you can't like, oh, reprint of this fire ass Indian album from 1960. Like, no, they're not fucking doing that, bro. Like, so it's quintessential for you to go there, make the album, or he didn't have to do it, but I think it just became a thing where, I mean, if you're making it, you'd rather be around the vibe itself, you know? If you are trying to get into Madlib, this is more on like just beat side, or just trying to get into Madlib on like favorite like musical albums, I would go with these 2 albums. There's so much fucking albums in the Medicine Man series, and there's so many albums in the Beat Conductor series. This is volume 3 and 4 on Beat Conductor in India, but like I said, each one has a different flavor. There's a rock and roll one. There's a dub one. There's, like I said, an Indian one. There is a Brazilian fucking samba based one. That's amazing. There is African Afro like drum beat type one that's also amazing. There's so many different flavors. There's literally a Tokyo one. There's a Japanese one. Like there's plenty of flavors to fuck with when it comes down to Madlib. But These two are my favorite. The India one is not to everyone's shit, but I'm from Ozone Park, bro. Like, I got a soft spot for this shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is. You know?
No, there's a definitely larger Indian and West Indian population out here. It's not just you have people from. It's easy to say you in the area that we live in or from is definitely people from like Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana and Bangladesh and Bombay.
Yeah, I guess
you know what I'm saying?
I guess both of these sounds are sounds that I grew up with. Right. And that's probably the reason why I selected these two, or better yet, the reason why that this is my two favorite in the Madlib collection. Mm-hmm. I can't recommend it anymore. This one, I don't know if you're going to be able to get. You'll probably be able to find it on eBay, but they're not selling it anymore. This one you can find. I believe you just go through stonesthrow.com. This one is a Vinyl Me Please, but I don't know if they're ever going to reproduce it. But yeah, Madlib, 420 Chalice All Stars, and Madlib's Beat Conductor in India.
Well, let's see the actual vinyl.
Oh, absolutely.
Are they just regular black?
No. This one would be regular black, and I believe this one is like a see-through red. If you wanted to take it out, get closer, my guy. Open frame.
Mm-hmm. Fire. See that? Fire. I feel like Vanna White.
Any actual like weed smokers, like listeners that we have, I can't recommend this album anymore. Like, also if you're into dub, you haven't listened to this album, I definitely recommend to listen. Or if you're curious about dub in general, I recommend it to listen because it might be a gateway to artists that you don't know, and then you might actually really fuck with.
Word. Yeah. All right, man.
That's Vinyl of the Week.
Vinyl of the Week, Madlib. Vinyls of the Week, Madlib. You already know. That's not even. Why we don't have it? The volume is down.
Oh shit!
It died?
No, I think I hit the button. I think I fucked up.
There we go. It's too loud.
Better?
There we go. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Well, that's another
episode in the books.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Ant.
Appreciate you, my guy.
My guy. Shout out to my man Jonathan from Brooklyn checking in. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate everybody that that's fucking with us, man. You already know what time it is, man. So again, we might not be here next week because of Easter. You know what I'm saying? I could pretty much guarantee that. But the following week we'll be back, and also by then, the draft will be done in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So we'll know who knows where, and we'll be able to, speak on it. I'll tell you right now, that first round of draft picks is going to be must-see TV, and definitely those first 4 to 5 picks and who might go where, and maybe even longer 7 with the Jets at 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Giants at 3. So it's gonna be some shit to see. We'll see what's gonna happen with that. But again, we appreciate you. If you missed it live on the YouTube, you already know. You can stream it anywhere: Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and Audible apps. My man Acid been dropping the clips. You know what I'm saying? We've been putting them on the TikTok. Got some new followers, everything like that. Appreciate everybody fucking with that too. And again, man, you know what time it is. Peace.
Guys. Oh no, we're doomed. Joe. We born again. I gotta love Joe.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Hey, see
Mr.
now,
Moyo here.
you fucked up with that.
Peace, y'all.